Hello YouTubers, Monkey Jr. here. Today's video is going to be a guide on how to play McCree. As I said last time, I'm going to be doing a little bit of backstory on each character in Overwatch. So the backstory for McCree, he was basically a member of the Deadlock gang, which had like a big crime business of running guns and military equipment. After a while, they became a target for the Overwatch group, and unlike all the other members, McCree was actually given a choice to either become a member of Overwatch or be imprisoned like the rest of his fellow gang members. So he chose to join Overwatch, completing missions and a bunch of stuff like that for the division Blackwatch in Overwatch. After a while, he actually noticed that there was some weird stuff happening within Blackwatch. People were using the division to meet their own needs, so he decided to quit and go underground. And after a while, he came back being a lone gunman for hire, being wanted by people across the world, but he decided to actually only go for the causes that he thought was actually just. So as always, we're just going to go over McCree's abilities real quick. So basically, his ultimate is Deadeye. So basically, you just press Q, and when there's a little skull that appears above the enemy's heads, you press the fire, and it will shoot the amount of enemies that actually have a little skull over their head. They obviously have to be in line of sight of you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. Left shift is combat roll, which allows McCree to actually roll in a direction and reload at the same time. This can be an evasive maneuver or when you need a quick reload off. Flashbangs, it stuns the enemy in front of you, incapacitating them for a few seconds, which allows you to pull off Fan the Hammer, which I will talk about in a few seconds. And you can actually kill people with the flashbang. I've done it a couple times, and you guys will see it in some of the footage. And obviously, his main attack is his revolver, which is called Peacekeeper. If you press the left-click button, it shoots accurate shots, and if you press the right-click button, it shoots it to unload all the remaining bullets in the revolver really fast, but less accurately. So it's good for a little bit closer range combat. And as always, as I tell you guys, this hero is actually a 2-star difficulty hero, so he's not one of the harder heroes to use, but he's definitely not the easiest. You actually have to aim properly, and you have to have skill. So just beginning the video off with a flashbang kill that you guys will see, I just did 1 damage to him and he just fucking died, which was, I was like pissing myself laughing. That was the first flashbang kill I got, I think. And I actually didn't know you could do it before I actually did it. So yeah, you guys can do flashbang kills, which is pretty goddamn awesome. The enemy does have to be quite low health, but it is doable. So basically, the way to play McCree that I find is that I was doing quite good with is you got to use those two abilities to your advantage. The roll, which reloads, and the flashbang, which incapacitates the enemy. I was using the flashbang a lot to incapacitate them and then try and shoot them. Most of the time, if I'm in close quarters, I'll flashbang them if it's available and fan the hammer, which means that I'm going to shoot my 6 shots off in very quickly, and eventually kill all of them. Or the guy that's right there. His pistol actually does a shitload of damage, but the thing with the pistol is that you actually have to be quite accurate with it. If not, you're just going to be having a terrible time using this hero. You're not going to have no fun, and it's just going to be really annoying for you. So you got to be accurate. Your shot's got to be right on, and if you can, aim for the headshots. I know it's a very fast-paced shooter game, so aiming for the headshots is not always the easiest thing to do in Overwatch, but if you can, I would strongly suggest to do so. I mean, that pistol is amazing if you get the headshots off and all that, and you can actually do a lot of damage. McCree's also pretty fast. I mean, he moves pretty good. He moves pretty fast, and if you incorporate those rolls into all that, you can actually do a lot of damage to the enemy team. I mean, being accurate and all that, I mean, it's going to make a hell of a difference, and you're just going to be able to put the hurt on the enemy and actually get some pretty awesome kill streaks. So the reload time on his roll ability is 8 seconds, which is quite fast, and the flashbang is 10 seconds. So you can actually use those abilities quite frequently, and you really have to, because that's the advantage of McCree, is those 2 abilities, and the fact that he has a really high damaging accurate weapon, and also it can be quite good in close range if you actually use the secondary trigger button, which is the right click, which is called Fan the Hammer. Something that I found a little bit more difficult with McCree, however, is his ultimate. It takes a little bit of a time little bit of time to actually lock on to the enemy players' heads, and if you pull it before, you won't get any kills. You'll just hit everybody individually. So you actually have to wait for the enemies to have the skulls above their heads to pull the trigger. If not, you're just not going to be doing, like, you're not just going to be not going to be killing anybody. And I actually got killed a couple of times because I had to wait for it to actually lock on to the enemy players' heads. So that's something you got to look out for. So it's not my favorite ultimate. It's pretty good if you got good distance between you and the enemies, but if you're right in there and you're putting your ult up and there's a lot of enemies around and you're not really close to your team, you're probably going to get killed, and you might not even get a kill with it, and then it's going to go back down to 50% if you didn't use it and 0% if you did use it. So that's something that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide on how to play McCree. I actually quite like him as a hero. I'm liking pretty much all the heroes in Overwatch. It's really an amazing game. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Also, leave down in the comments down below which hero you would like to see featured in the next guide of the Overwatch Hero Guide. I know somebody requested Farah. I will do that as the next hero guide. I'm kind of strapped on time lately, so please, I apologize if your video requests aren't coming out as you asked for them. But yeah. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the footage, which includes a play of the game by me as McCree. And thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Oh my god.
I already know my kill is gonna be play of the game. Watch.
Play of the game.
Wow. Wow.
You got robbed, bro. I robbed you.
You would have got 4 if that guy wasn't in spawn. I'm gonna vote for you, Rogue.
The whole team, their whole other team left.